Okay, so now we're going to get away from the book for a little bit, for just a few days. We're going to talk about permutations, combinations, and counting principles. We talked about this in Algebra 2. Your book here in Pre-Cal doesn't necessarily go into it, but it is something that you need to know for future math classes. So the first thing we're going to talk about is factorial. When you see the exclamation point, that means factorial. And what that means is you multiply from that number in decreasing order all the way to 1. So for example, 5 factorial would mean you do 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and that would equal 120. On your calculator, what you do is you press 5, or type 5, and then press math, and then right arrow to the PRB, or maybe PROB column, and choose number 4, which is the factorial. And that should still give you 120. Now, as we talk about permutations, a permutation is an arrangement of items that are in a particular order, meaning the order in which things are arranged matters. The formula for using a permutation by choosing R items from a total of n would be NPR equals n factorial over n minus r factorial. Now, you don't have to know the formula because your calculator has this function. If you press math, right arrow to the PRB column, and then number 2, that's going to be your NPR. On this first example, it says, how many ways can a family of 4 line up for a photo? Here's why this is a permutation. When one person is chosen, you can't pick them again. And then you pick a second person, and then the third and the fourth. Also, as you change your lineup, it's a different picture, so the order changes. So there are a couple things you could do. Since you're choosing all 4 people, you could just do 4 factorial. Or using the formula, you have a total of 4 people and you're choosing 4. So on your calculator, you would press 4 and then do math, go to the PRB column and choose 2. And then 4 again, so that on your screen you should have 4P4. Either way, you're going to get 24. So there's 24 ways that a family of 4 could line up for a photo. So with my family, we have 4 members in our family. There are 24 different pictures that we could take that would not be the same. The next example says in a race of 10 people, how many ways can first, second, and third place finish? So you've got a total of 10 people. And there are 3 finishers. So you would do 10P3, and that's 720 different ways. So if you are, say, on the track team and you're racing against 10 people, there's 720 different ways that first, second, and third place could be finished. This next example says, how many different 9-player batting orders can be chosen from a baseball team of 16? So let's think about this. When you're on the baseball team, you've got 9 players that have to bat. Well, when you change the batting order, that changes the game. That's a different batting order. Also, think about it in terms of once you pick one person, you can't pick them again. So this is why we're going to use a permutation. You've got 16 people, and you're choosing 9. So when you do 16P9, look at what you get. You get 4,151,347,200. Over 4 billion different ways to write that batting order. So y'all can talk to Coach Posey about that. All right, your homework is going to be on this link here. It's about 4 or 5 questions, I think. Just click, complete, and be done.